Hello, everyone. This is Wrestling Watcher, YouTube channel. It's about watching professional wrestling. So, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. This match is really interesting. I think everyone predicted that Rhea Ripley, a lot of people predicted anyway, that Rhea Ripley would win the Elimination Chamber and it would be her versus Jade. Mania tickets were struggling. I think up to Elimination Chamber, not many matches had actually been even announced for Mania other than Roman versus Punk. So you at least knew what the main event was, but that was about it. And then Rhea Ripley wins. And as I said, that was predictable. Because it was the biggest name you could have and the biggest money match you can have for that title match. Now, what makes this interesting to me is it is kind of hard to predict, right? You got Jade Cargill here, who they're trying to build into this star. But I don't think she's had many defenses of that title. It hasn't been as heavily featured or promoted as it maybe perhaps should be, right? Previous Manias have had that championship on SmackDown really kind of get promoted in a big way and really meant to feel important. You think about the Tiffany Strattons and Charlottes and I think even Rhea Ripley won it at WrestleMania 39 from Charlotte, right? And that wasn't the Raw one. I'm pretty sure that was the SmackDown one at the time. Because Judgment Day started making a lot of appearances on SmackDown around that time, early 2023, to promote that match. Point is, that championship has usually been more promoted than this, right? In recent years. But I think that's one of the reasons why Rhea Ripley won, is to really put some gasoline on that fire. Which is a bit unfortunate, because I think Jade Cargill should be promoted and perhaps pushed a little bit more than what she is. Now, she is champion, so you can make an argument, well, what do you mean? She's already pushed. I know, but, perhaps a little bit more, in my opinion. It just doesn't feel like it's quite as big as it has been over the years. But, if WrestleMania comes and Jade Cargill gets the win over Rhea Ripley, I think that solves that problem immediately. I think if you give Jade Cargill a win over Rhea at Mania, I think you push her higher up in status, and she becomes instantly more over. I don't think it's time for Jade Cargill to lose the title yet, so I would go ahead and mark Jade with a win here, in my opinion. And I don't think Rhea Ripley needs the title right now. I think it became obvious when her and Io Sky lost the tag championships going into Chamber that she was going to win. But I don't think Rhea Ripley needs the title right now to be over necessarily. I think there's plenty of meat on the bone with her and Io Sky as a tag team. I think Jade needs to win. Jade Cargill needs this win to push her a little bit further up that card. And look, she's the champion, right? So how much further up the card can she be pushed? But I mean, there's a difference between being a champion, holding a title, and truly just being, on top, over. So I would go ahead and get Jade Cargill a win here. That's all for this one, guys. Thank you.